Welcome to our new reading. So this is the reading that I really wanted to do because I'm also interested in that topic. I also want to do an Ask the Universe reading with that. So we're going to talk about how does your celibacy is influencing your twin flame in separation, because I really want to go above that topic of twin flames because I feel this is very important. Yeah, I also want to do a reading, and you guys have probably seen it in the messenger box, you know, in the community section. So if you haven't voted, I also put out a lot of inquiry about what readings you guys want to have. So please go there and make your check marks and vote on what kind of topics you want to have. And one of the topics that I really want to do is that topic, because I think in twin flame manifestation it's so important, especially for the divine feminine. And what I want to do in this reading is asking how in separation it is affecting your twin flame when you stay celibate. So what is celibacy? Celibacy is that, like how I interpret it in the context of being in a twin flame connection, because there are different approaches to celibacy. I interpret it in the way that you don't date, that you don't mingle your energy with you know, other people, that you don't have sex with other people, that you don't make out with other people, that you don't kiss other people. What I don't include is what you do with yourself, what you do with your twin flame on the higher realms. You know, we all go through that. Many of us meet on the astral planes with their twin flames. We do have connections or relationships with the twin flames higher self, what many people don't understand, but it's true. And so there are a lot of things that are happening on the 5D that yeah, you know, what is happening there is basically you with your twin flame. So I want to do a reading on what happens, or how does it mingle the energies, or is it better to stay celibate? You know, we're going to see. We're going to look into this. So I have 4 piles for you to choose from, as always, with my beautiful potions that I made. And I also have, because you really love the these decks, you know, this is the Oracle of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish. And I think this is a wonderful artist. So I want to use her pictures as well. So our pile 1 for today is this beautiful potion. So this is like dark glitter stones. We have these beautiful yeah, colors shining in every colors, these little rhinestones. And then we have this card, Dress of Alchemy, okay, number 33. So if you're drawn to this, you're gonna choose that pile. Pile 2 for today is this beautiful potion. That's a very interesting potion. This is a new one I made, so that's really cool. So for those of you who are interested in that potion, this comes with this card perfectly fitting together. It says Fairy of the Divine Hand. Okay, so pile 3, we're having the King potion with the flowers. Okay, and number 29, which comes with the Shallow Grave. Okay, and then we have the last potion. This card came out and I thought it was really funny. It says Strange Valentine, number 27, and we have this beautiful potion that absolutely fits. Look at it, even has the same color art and the potion. Like, I was laughing so hard when I chose the potion to the card, because why is it the same potion that I made and then this card is like almost the same? It even has the same heart. It's so fun. So I thought that's cool. So this is our 4th pile. So choose your piles, guys. I know you love my potions. For many of you, it's a lot easier to choose the piles. So that's why I did it. And also because I love it. And I love now the aesthetics of my channel very well. You know, before I always like had to look for like, what can I put on the piles so you can distinguish them? Because sometimes I don't want to go by artwork only, right? By cards only. So, I mean, it's always nice to have something with it, right? For you to choose it. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. I see you at your pies. The timestamps are always in the description box. And if you're new here, please sign up to my channel. Take care, Purple Lights. I see you. Bye. So, hi, my Pawan. This is a very unusual reading. Like, I have nothing seen on the internet. Like, I was looking through it because I wanted to have a reading for myself, to know how it affects my twin flame. So I was looking all over the internet. I find, I found a lot about celibacy. Like, the topic is there, but it's not like there are picker cards or even like explanations on how it does affect the journey, in what way. And you know, since the beginning of my journey, like, Spirit was really pushing that. In my case, it was really like one of the most important things was that Spirit took me completely out of the dating market, that Spirit like was really focused on keeping masculine energies away from me. This was one of the most important things that I noticed. And at the beginning, I didn't even realize what the problem was, because I thought maybe, you know, why, like, in the beginning, when I started my soul journey, when I awakened, I didn't really get the whole concept of the whole thing. You guys know, when you start a soul journey, you're not really clear about most of the things, right? So it's in the course of this journey that you get to know why certain things happen. And for me, it was really strange because, you know, like, Spirit was really keeping masculine energies completely away from me. So I was like, what is going on? You know, am I unattractive, or what's the problem, you know? But then with, like, I think it didn't take long. I mean, you notice these things, you know, when Spirit is pushing that on you, you notice it really fast. And like, when I stopped dating and stopped seeing other guys, for me, it was like I really immersed into the journey, and like everything manifested faster. Like, everything what I wanted to have, everything what I wanted to do, everything what I wanted to be, it kind of happened like really fast. And because there was like this harmony with Spirit, and I was really wondering, like, why is that? It can't be just because I'm not dating. So it was really funny, but you know, like, everything manifested in time. And I was like, okay, there must be a reason. But until now, I really haven't asked Spirit that. And it's actually really strange, I think, that I haven't asked. Like, and I'm on that soul journey since 2018, like January 2018. And we're talking about like almost 8 years. Like, next year it's going to be 8 years. So I think, why, I don't know why I never asked, but I think this is one of the most important things to know. How does it affect our divine counterparts, right? How does it affect them? And I also want to do an Ask a Spirit reading for the general question about this. I want to generally speak to the universe, and you guys know that I do these informative readings, Ask Purple or Ask Spirit, and I will do that on this channel. I usually did it on my Twin Flame channel, but since I want to focus on the Esmeralda channel again, I want to do it here so you guys will know this, okay? So let's start the reading. You chose the Dress of Alchemy. So this is basically the guiding card for your reading, for what you chose. And it says, release your power. And I mean, she looks a little bit pissed. I don't know. When I got this card, I was like smiling. I was like, why is she looking pissed, you know? So, but there is something here about strength, right? And the Dress of Alchemy is also, you know, like the potions. It's also interesting that I found a card in all these cards where she's actually holding a potion, which is very cool. And then you chose this potion with that. And in there are like stones, which speaks of, you know, how stones can stand the test of time. You know, like, stones are shaped, right? Stones are shaped by journeys, by water, by, you know, like, how do you say that in English? Erosion? I don't know, but wind and weather and water. And so, but the stone in itself, you know, it can take different shapes and forms because it's formed by the journey. But, you know, the core remains the same. So I kind of feel it the same here. You can be shaped by life. You can be shaped by this journey. But the core remains the same. So what I do think here, what is very interesting is that one of the most important things that you have with your twin flame by being celibate is that your core power, yeah, will always remain the same. That means that you and your twin flame, you have this core of strength that no one can really interfere with. So if you both keep your energies clean and you don't mingle with other people, it's kind of like this telepathy is functioning faster. It's kind of like the core of the twin flames. I always say it's like a pool, yeah, because that's how I imagined. I always saw myself like swimming in a pool, and that's how I see it. It's like when you, I don't know, it sounds strange, but it's like the pool symbolizes the twin flames energy that you guys have in your whole twin flame journey. Those are each other's energies. That's why sometimes you mingle with each other's energies. Sometimes you completely are in the energy of your twin flame, and sometimes they have your energy. It's kind of like in a pool when you go swimming. You can't really define the borders anymore, the lines, right? You swim in each other's energy. And that's what happens here. And this is the powerful thing, because I feel here that you know, if there are no other energies and you're just swimming in the pool of you and your twin flame, then it kind of has this powerful, I don't know how to say it. It's like this powerful energy of, yeah, like oneness maybe, yeah. I'm gonna read the card for you, so you also see what I mean, and we can also interpret it on how to take it for this reading. Please know, guys, this is the first reading I'm doing of this kind, so I'm not perfect here, you know. I'm not reading, like, I'm reading what Spirit is giving to me, but you know, how I do it and how I see the whole thing, you know, could be different for every one of you. So just know this is the first reading, the first pick a card of its kind. So we're trying our best to be pioneers and to do different things, you know, on this channel. You guys know I love doing that. We're always doing different things and new things. So yeah, that's what we're doing here as well. So let's read your card. And also, if you know number 33, it's like a very powerful angel number. So I can see already in this number that there is so much power also in her looks, you know. She's like, don't mess with us. It's like, don't mess with my energy. Don't mess with the energy of my twin flame, you know. And it says, you have powerful energy when this beautiful being shows up in your readings. You have strong, powerful, vibrant energy that changes lives. And we read it right here. You have strong, powerful energy that changes lives. I do think that if there is no other third party, at least on the feminine side, we have to look into the masculine side if it's the same, because a lot of divine masculines, they do have third party, you know, along the journey. And yeah, it could be why most of the journeys are not really manifesting into reality, or are, you know, stagnant, or are waiting to be manifested, or you guys never really meet up because they're still in their third party situation, right? And I think if this is not the case, yeah, I do sense here that your twin flame, because we want to do the reading, how is this affecting him in separation, that you're not dating? So you're not messing with other energies. One thing I know is that they feel that. Your divine counterpart, because they're very much in our energy field, and they can feel when there are other guys messing around. Yeah, the divine feminine doesn't feel it that much, but the masculine does. So it says you have strong, powerful, vibrant energy that changes lives, and with that comes great responsibility. Some people may be eroding their own energy fields with blame, discontent, and choosing the same destructive patterns over and over again. And this card is here it shows that it is possible to change deeply and truly, and to become clear, bright, strong, healthy, and very powerful in terms of your energy. So what does that mean now for your twin flame? It means that they can pick up on your energy faster. It's not clouded by others. And also they can draw from the alchemy of power. Yeah, because this card talks about releasing the power. So since we are a twin flame, and since we are working as a couple, yeah, a oneness, a team, it could be that when you have not clouded your energy by other people's energy, that your twin flame, because they're in the public eye, yeah, especially famous counterparts, they have to do their soul task a lot more than we have to do it, right? I mean, we have to do our soul task as well. Like I'm doing my channels, and you know, this is my soul task. And so it could be that they're also getting a powerful wave, that they feel this powerful wave of bright, strong, healthy, and very clean energy, that they can actually, you know, I think it depends, but I do think this power keeps them, like, I'm seeing like Spirit is showing me like a bubble. It's almost as if they're like being kept in a bubble, like a protection, and so they can have more energy, they're more powerful, they can reach more people, they manifest fame faster, they're more successful, all of this. And sometimes we do not think that this is also because we do not mess around. We stay, like, we keep our energy like it is, you know, we're not messing with other guys, we're not taking in their energy. And this is what many people don't understand, because we are also like, we have a channel between us and our divine counterpart. So what is the message? I want to also read the message, and then we're going to also look into other cards. It says, please take time to clear from your own sacred energy field jealousy, envy, fear, and guilt. Once you are clear, welcome in bright, strong, powerful, healthy energy. So there's a cleaning of energy here. That's very important, I think. Yeah, this powerful energy, like all the messy energies going out, and very powerful energies coming in for your divine counterpart. Yeah, it says bright, strong, powerful, healthy energy. So it could be that your divine counterpart is not sick, it's not getting sick. They're strong, they're seen, they're visible, they're more seen by people, they have a much stronger aura than they would have without that. Yeah, also you get more signs, like you can read the signs from Spirit faster as a twin flame couple, because it says when your energy is strong and bright, when you come from a place of love, courage, and wisdom, you will attract the right signs and will not be misled. So you're walking on the same path, like on the right path, and you're not getting lost in this whole journey. Yeah, wow. Yeah, it says relationships and situations based on ego-centered concepts containing toxic energies will fall away naturally. This is also one of the most important things. It means basically that, well, we as divine feminines, we do recognize that very early on in the journey. But for the counterpart, it could be that toxic people in their life fall away. Yeah, it could be that they see better who is fitting in their aura or who's not. They see better who's doing BS with them and who's honest and real to them. So it's like people that are not meant to be there are like moving faster out of their surroundings, because we all know in twin flame journeys, divine counterparts, divine masculines have a hard time with letting people go that are actually not good for the journey, right? For the twin flame couple. So a lot of times they're also stuck because they cannot see the people that mess around with the twin flame energy. Yeah, but I feel if you keep the pool clean, like let's say it like this, if you swim only in the pool of your divine masculine, then basically you keep away people that want to do harm from them, right? Wow, I did not think about that. That's big, like that's huge. Okay, let's get now some cards. What is the most important thing here for my powerful pile? What celibacy does to the divine masculine? Like, how do they feel it? What is the most important thing for them? What happens in their journey? Or what is the most important thing if the channel is clean? Okay, let's get one of the trees. Wow, they're awakening faster. I did not even know this. Look at also these vibrant colors. You see how this tree is like, you know, like it almost looks I mean, I chose for this because we still have a Halloween decoration, you know. I chose trees that I can use that are still looking a little bit Halloween-like. So, but I love these colors. There's like the purple from the universe shining through. There's like the blue from the throat chakra. The throat chakra is about speaking up, telling their truth. So it's like, you know, they awake much more or earlier to their truth, right? We all know divine masculines, they wake up really late in the journey usually. So this counterpart, even if it's for famous people, like they could really awaken faster than usual. So it's not that like when they're married, then you guys meet. It would be like when they're really young. Because, you know, usually divine feminines are usually older when they awaken because we have to go through the transformation of life. We're not awakening when we're 20. Like that's really rare. We're usually awakening late 20s until late 30s, you know, 40s. That's a usual awakening time because you have to live life, right? As a divine feminine, you can't be like 18 years old. You have no idea what life is about, and then you should go on a soul journey. That spirit is not doing this to you, because that would be like how you want to stay celibate from like 18 years old. Like how should that function, you know? That would not really work well. Yeah, that would not really work well. So since spirit wants that from us as divine feminine, or I mean, it doesn't really want it, like my divine counterpart wanted this, but it's still your choice, right? But I do feel that the awakening happenings faster. This is really interesting to know. Wow. Okay, let's see. How does it affect the masculine? This reading is fun. I didn't know. Okay, yeah, the sacred chakra, Knight of Swords coming on. The not the sacred, the throat chakra, guys. I didn't think of this. So they're seeing their truth. They go really fast into the soul journey. Look at this. This looks like a knight that's bowing in honor to their divine feminine. So we're seeing them here, you know, and the dog symbolizing spirit, walking hand in hand with spirit, devoting themselves to the journey. This, what you see here in the card, is devotion, because they know who they truly are. You know how masculines, a lot of times in life, they are like running around, they do not really know who they are. It could be that the twin flame pool is like when you don't mix the energies with other guys, that they really know who they are, because there is only, yeah, it's understandable, right? Because if you only swim in the pool of your divine counterpart, like they will recognize you really fast. So it's kind of like their awakening happens faster, their recognition happens faster, their devotion to the journey happens faster, and they know who they are as a person, you know? They're like, yeah. And they also, especially if they're famous, like they would recognize like their soul gift much earlier. You know how many celebrities are like really do not understand why they're famous, like when they're young? Like a lot of them can't even handle fame because they don't know why all of a sudden they're famous. Well, it's their soul task, you know? Spirit wants them to work in the favor of the universe, to help people on their journeys. And so, you know, if you are masculine and you know who you are, like that's such a big thing, especially when you're famous. Like you could handle fame a lot better. You could, you know, you could also part things and say, okay, that's my soul task. That's what I'm doing for my fame. That's what I'm doing for my soul task. And that's what I'm doing for my twin flame, for the journey. So they could separate the things more easy, and also could see fame not as a burden, yeah, with this releasing their power, because they know they're devoted to spirit, and that's why they release their own power. They release their own success. They release their own, like, why they came here on earth, why they incarnated. They didn't incarnate to, you know, to just age and then die someday and then just live only once and you do everything what you can manifest. No, you came here because you have a task to do. And the more early, or the earlier you understand this, especially for famous counterparts, the more stable you are, and the more you see fame as something that's given to you because you are a fighter for this. It's not a burden anymore. It becomes like a choice, and also like a fight, and you begin to love your work. I think this is really important, because I know that many of the famous people, they probably struggle with that burden. Like, why am I becoming famous? Why do I have that power? Why you know, why is it me that gets all this money and all this fame and people recognize me and I don't have a normal life anymore? Well, it's because you came here to do that, right? So it helps them, I feel, here to ground themselves. You see how he is devoted to the universe. He's devoted to his feminine. Very beautiful. Could also be that they're awakening more to past lives with the divine feminine, but we see him here bowing to the truth. You know, the sword is the sword of truth. So it's like their soul task becomes their mission. And if a divine counterpart, like a masculine, has a soul mission as their mission, they become so powerful. You won't even believe that. Oh, wow. We also have the Nine of Pentacles. Like, this is very beautiful because this shows the divine feminine as this. You see how she's like in this ivory. That's beautiful. I never saw this card like this. I'm really happy that I'm using this deck because this is really gorgeous. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That looks like her as the only one. So they could feel that energy. You know how also a knight wants to protect the queen? You know, this is the pre-empress. The pre-empress is, it's not the empress in the deck, but it's the pre-empress. It's like, for him, the only feminine he sees. It's like the goddess awakening. It also feels as if, you know how when you are celibate, your twin flame can feel that? And they see you as the wonderful feminine that you are. Isn't it gorgeous? And that almost looks like it has this feeling of being untouched. So like a virgin thing. So it kind of like as if they're bowing and protecting. You see how the divine feminine is like behind this? That's so gorgeous. Wow. Okay, so now last card. This is a really beautiful reading, and I did not expect that I read almost half an hour for this reading. I have to be careful because I'm having problems when the readings are too long to upload it, but that's just beautiful. So let's get one more card. Wow, I love these colors. That's amazing. So basically what it's also saying or telling me is that your connection gets more stronger, more solid. Like these stones, like solid, and you build up your energy. You fight for the right things. You have a purpose in life. You feel your power, and especially the divine masculine feels that power and that cause to fight for the soul journey and for his feminine. It's like he wants to protect her. Yeah, wow. So this card comes out. It says all true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. So one of the most important things is the power to overcome all these challenges, to fight for the truth, to awaken earlier, and to fight together as a team earlier. It's like basically part one, what it tells me the most is that you guys, you don't have to wait till your person is like 30 till they awaken to the journey and you have to do everything on your own before that. No, it's like they awaken maybe when they're in their 20s or much earlier, to the journey, and they're ready to go for that. So that's very beautiful. So we actually have a longer time to overcome challenges together. And you guys know a twin flame couple is much stronger together when they are in their locking energies, like with the alchemy. And that's why she also looks so, you know, so powerful, like don't mess with us. Because what you're getting is, you know, you're getting two powerful people. They're cute. I love this. What a beautiful reading. So that's all what I'm having. Pile 1, I hope you like this reading. Take care and I see you again. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So you chose this beautiful potion. This is one of the newest potions I made and I love it. With a feather. We have like a gray feather. We have like a cool little hat. That's so cool. And then we have the Fairy of the Divine Hand, Intoxication, Distorted View, Overindulgence. Pile number 2. Number 2 could be significant. So what does it tell us? I want to read a little bit of the guidebook, but what comes out? Oh, I didn't even see she has 2 different eyes. I love that. This is about seeing, feeling, also touching with a touch. Number 2. So I'm gonna read you a little bit out of this, but before that I want to see what I'm channeling. Okay, let's look at this card for a little bit. We see here 2 different eyes. And isn't it interesting? And then we have the, what is this even? This looks like, it looks like I was like just thinking of this, this thingy from the Sesame Street. I don't even know. Like, why does it look like a monster? Like, there's like the 2 eyes of your twin flame in the back. So it's kind of like you 2 are always together. So it could be with the hand. So this is about touching. This is about seeing the touch. I do feel that because of you, your masculine could see more. Well, what could he see more? I don't know. Well, hopefully not monsters. Like, because of but I do think your masculine sees more things in this world, like BS things, or people that mess with their energy, or they see more the truth, or they can read between the lines, or you know, I don't know if you're a tarot reader like me, because the hand also talks about you know, doing something with the oh, you gotta change the candle as well. Doing something with the hand. And also the lighting. You see the light here in the flame? I mean, maybe they can recognize you faster as well. They can see, like, with the eyes. Like, in my head is this picture of someone seeing a flame, or seeing the flame in people. So maybe your divine counterpart, by keeping the energies clean because of you being celibate, it's like you guys connect on a deeper level. So it could even be that you see each other more, like even on the 5D or in dreams, or you guys meet each other like on the higher realms more. This could be one of the things that I'm getting in from this. So let's change I'm gonna change the candle, and then I'm gonna be back. We'll change the candle. So what could it be that they see more? Maybe about the flame and the spark. So it could be that they feel more connected with you, that they can see you more in spiritual realms, because of your connection, because of you keeping the energies clean, because of you not dating all different kinds of people. And so, you know, like just one kiss even with a different person can mess up the energy so bad. It's like, well, I don't really know what happened because I haven't talked to my divine counterpart about this. It would be interesting to know, like, you know, like do a field study. But I would rather kiss my divine counterpart than someone else. But, you know, I don't know. But it could be that it's messing with their sight, with the eyes, with not being able to see certain things. What does it mean? It doesn't mean that they're blind and they're like walking around, they don't see anything anymore. But it could be that they're, you know how twin flames can also see through people? Because there's this special ability to call people out and to see BS in other people and to see people that are trying to mess with you and who are like dishonest with you. Like twin flames can really see that. So I do feel that here. I do feel there's also this giving with the hand, this giving of energy. And also it's called, the card is called intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence. So by you being with your twin flame and sharing an energy field, it could be that I'm also feeling like it could also mean that they stick to their task more because they see what is needed in their soul task. So they kind of like instantly get what people need. They instantly get what people want. They instantly get what, you know, especially if they're famous, like what people want to see from them, like how, you know, whatever their task is, whatever their special ability is, you know, in twin flames, everyone has a soul task. So they could intensify that very much. I see here like giving the people the things that they need because they can see. It's almost like I can see what my, you know, what the people I do my soul work for, what they need, and then I can give it to them. It's kind of like seeing your purpose for why you are here. It's like seeing all these things, seeing why you came. So let's read a little bit of the fairy of the divine hand. What is the message here? It says, your intuition, your inner sight and clear vision is sending you a very clear warning. A red flag has just gone up and this is the time to look and to listen before going forward. So it could be that, yeah, they're seeing more around them. They're seeing more the 3D stuff that's happening. Your higher self, your clear sight wants you to think before simply taking the temptation someone is offering to you. It may be in the form of, you know, secretive relationships, junk food, alcohol at a party, sex before you're ready, or behaving in ways that are unsafe and disrespectful, speaking harmful words and thoughts that could scare people for a long time. Okay, so it's kind of this clear channel between the two of you. It's like when you keep the energies clean, because that's what you're doing when you don't mingle with other people. It's basically just the energy of you and your twin flame. So what will happen is it's kind of like this energy exchange lets them see or warn before something comes into their life what could be harmful for them. So they could be extremely attentive, extremely seeing things. They could see things, they could have a heightened attention for 5D things. They could meet you, you know, in 5D, you could meet on the astral planes. They could have a lot of sexual dreams where you guys meet up. It's kind of like you guys are more connected, and this energy channel between the two of you, it's like they can see more what's going on in their surroundings, okay? This is what I'm feeling. So let's see more with the cards as well. So I want to get one of the cards. with this beautiful tree deck. So I want to get a tree first. So pile 2, if the Divine Feminine is celibate, how does it help the Divine Counterpart? How does it help the Divine Masculine in their soul work or in their daily life? How does it work? How does it help? Release. Wow. Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of toxic energy. Releasing of toxic energy. Look at this. This is like, you know, what has been built up inside of them. And this is this beautiful, like, the energy that you share, like almost in the mind. So you guys, what I see here also is that your guys are very connected in the mind. This is like the color of the solar plexus, the golden color, the yellow color. This is like this color of self-confidence, of knowing who you are, of meeting up, you know, and really being happy with each other. Like maybe even more in the mind, you know, because we have that crown of the tree where it happens. And here, this is almost like, you know, the darkness here where they stand. So this is really interesting. So we see here, like, you know, this is about releasing old energies that do not fit you any longer, releasing anything that stands in the way of your soul work. Yeah, this could be about just as simple as knowing when to do what in your soul connection, you know, and also it's like you see the path, you see where you're going, you see what is going on, you see what not to do, and you see what to do. So it's kind of like this knowing. Yeah, but let's see more. Let's look into more. Let's get the cards. So how does your celibacy part 2 helps my pile 1, my pile 2's divine counterpart? How your celibacy helps your divine masculine? Pile 2, please. Yeah, the Emperor. It's like they can focus. You see how the Emperor, this is Aries in, yeah, this is Sun in Aries. And with the Emperor, you know, this is someone who absolutely knows what to do. They're very focused on their mission. They're very focused on their soul task. Whatever your counterpart feels as their soul task, this is what they focus on. Like, they can completely, you know, shut off all the outside interests, you know, all the toxicity that are sometimes there, especially when you have a famous divine counterpart. We all know that there is a lot of toxicity as well in in their surroundings, you know. It's not all cake and candles, right? So this helps them to focus completely on his task and to release everything what is basically like poisoning his work. Yeah, that's what I also see here with this hat, like putting the hat on. This has also this, you see how this hat is like almost like as if this person is on the beach and can see through the water and see all the little things here. How beautiful is that in that potion? So it's kind of like they're seeing, they can break down things in their life, you know, and they can see every little part of even how their fame is put together, how their soul work is put together, what they have to focus on, what they have to release in their life, what helps them to focus and what not. So it makes them more precise and it makes them more seeing with the hand. It's like they see what action to take. That's what I'm getting in. What else? See how crazy how celibacy of the divine feminine actually helps the divine masculine in such a crazy way. Like many don't even think that this is the case, but it is. Look at this, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the red string of fate. And it also is passed down from generation to generation. You see this? So this person could actually also see generational trauma in their family. Things that, you know, are passed down to them. Legacies that always have been in their family. They can see what has been wrong, what they have to focus on in their life to you know, to take that away, basically the Wheel of Fortune means the Wheel of Fortune. So they basically see, what do I have to do in order to become successful in my soul work? What do I have to release? What should I not focus on? And they kind of see the BS before it happens. That's what I'm saying, because there's the key here. The key is they see through other people's intention. They see through, you know, like these marbles. You know, sometimes people have wonderful packaging, but only some people can see through these packagings, and you guys know what I mean. So this person can actually recognize people for who they are. They can call out their stuff. And but what I do see here is in their days, they also see what to release in their being the emperor and ruling their country. So completely focus on the task. So I do feel that this divine counterpart is very manifesting their dream life, manifesting their visions for their future, because we have the eyes here, manifesting what they always wanted. Wow. Beautiful, right? So let's get one more card as the last thing. What is the most important thing in this pile too for the divine masculine? The most important thing, what helps the divine feminine celibacy? What is the most important thing here? How does it help the divine counterpart? And I'm getting, oh wow, we have the soul recognition. Your soul is preparing to reconnect, trust in a process. Yeah. I do think here the authenticity, yeah, seeing through people, seeing them naked with their own soul. It means that you see your own soul, you see what you came here to do, because you have different eyes. You also look in with the eyes of your divine feminine. You also see what your feminine likes in you. I do feel that this divine counterpart, what is also very beautiful is that it makes them very confident about their body, about how they look, because they see how much they are attracted to the divine feminine and the divine feminine back to them. It's like if they know that the divine feminine is only wanting them, it kind of gives them this power to completely focus on their task. Then, you know, seeing patterns in their work life, in their family life, things that they need to work on, things that they need to change. But also with this soul card here, you know, and with the hands and the eyes, they see what's beautiful about them. They kind of begin to love themselves, and they feel very confident in who they are as a person. I do think this person has no problem with their body. They love their body. They work on their body. Maybe they become strong. They want to cherish that because they know the divine feminine loves that, because they sense there is no other guy, right? I mean, if this divine masculine here, if they know that the feminine, their own feminine is celibate, then they know there is no other guy there. There is no other body. So, they will look at it with two different eyes. You know, they will look at it with, wow, I have so many things to give. And if she only likes my body, I mean, that boosts the confidence, right, of a guy very much. So it's like, this is someone that, you know, if you are celibate and you concentrate on your twin flame, they can feel that. They know that they're the only guy with the head here. They know they're the only one who's there. So it kind of boosts their confidence, it boosts their emperor-like qualities, it boosts their focus on the important things in life. So this is like a very beautiful reading. Wow. How do you like that, pile 2? Beautiful. So this is what I'm having, my pile 2. I hope you like this reading. Please know that this is the first time I'm doing this reading, so I'm trying it for the first time, so I hope that you are happy with what we have here, and I see you again. If you're new here, please sign up to the channel. Okay, take care, bye. So hello my pile 3, you chose this beautiful potion with the king crown and the beautiful little orange hearts and the yellow flowers, and then we have the blue flower and orange flowers. So here we have all kind of happy colors in that potion. So I do sense the energies, like when you exchange energies with each other, it's kind of like this, they feel very happy, but at the same time I'm almost feeling like an energy boost coming to them at times. So it's like they're, you know, they are out with friends and suddenly they get this warm feeling, almost like as if you're laying together. You know how you like if you lay in bed with your twin flame, if you would do that, how you are like close with each other and they can feel that. It's almost like a yeah, like a shower of love that comes over them, no matter where they are, you know, and then they begin to miss you very much. It's like with the butterflies, this person, when they feel you, they really want to change the things. They really want to change their life. They really want to make things happen. So I do get, because of the skeleton as well, I do get transformational energy here a lot. It's kind of like this person wants a deeper connection with people. This is how I see pile 3 with the shallow grave. It's kind of like because of these beautiful energies, and I do sense that the energies that you do send to each other, they're very pure and maybe childlike, maybe very innocent, like almost this has this first love character. And so when you send those energy, you feel very warm. Yeah, it's almost like in a cloud. You're like in a cloud with all this lovey-bobby feelings, and you're like, you know, walking on cloud 9. And you know, I see these flowers everywhere, and you're, you know, this is this feeling I'm getting when I see this card. It's like the energies are very innocent and very pure, and this person knows exactly that this is your energy. It's kind of like they can pinpoint that energy to you. So I see a very happy energy, laughter, you know, wanting to completely immerse into that energy. That's what I'm feeling here. So your celibacy brings that energy. I see the cloud getting bigger. So it's almost like the more you don't mingle the energy, it's like this cloud. I see like this pink cloud. It's like getting bigger and smaller. Like if you would, you know, if you would mingle with others, they would not even feel that cloud. And that cloud is kind of this energy where you ask yourself why you're here. You know, you ask questions. You begin to want to transform your life. You don't look at shallow connections anymore. You want deeper relationships. So since we're seeing the skeleton and the maiden here almost, and we know we're talking about you being celibate, divine feminine, this could talk about, you know, connections, relationships in their life where they want nothing but pureness out of it. So if there are people in your divine masculine's life that, you know, are like a little bit strange, or they are fake, they will get rid of these people very fast. Because I feel this person, you know, also I see them walking on cloud 9, so they could feel like, I mean, a divine masculine wouldn't say this. You wouldn't realize that he's walking on cloud 9, but he's like smiling at the little things, you know, looking at his phone. Maybe he has the feeling that someone is texting him all the time and he looks on his phone, or, you know, he's like, he has the feeling that he needs to speak about his feelings. He wants to be romantic. I do sense with this pile also like a lot of romance coming in. So you make them romantic, you know, you make them want to have deep connections. They question everything what is shallow here in their life. Yeah, and it's also that they don't feel alone anymore. So you can boost with that. They always have this feeling that you guys are walking side by side. I definitely feel this, because this is this, you know, like when you are in love for the first time, it usually happens in high school or like later in college, but like for most people, it does happen in that time. And we all know that because either we have experienced it ourselves or we have seen couples that they mostly stick together then, you know, and they do everything together. And I kind of get this energy. It's like you guys are walking side by side and they never feel alone, no matter what they're doing. And we all know this feeling, because we as divine feminines, we also have this feeling. But for the divine counterpart, it could be very strange that they actually don't even know why they feel like this, that there's always someone on their side and they feel romantic, and as if you're right there. Yeah, it's a very cute energy what I'm getting. And so the cloud is basically bigger. They feel more confident in themselves, but also very cared for. This divine counterpart feels cared for. They feel this love. They feel as if someone is you know, pampering them, so they could feel romantic and they want to show you their love, you know. It's kind of like this feeling I'm getting. It's very cute. So let's see, what is the energy here for pile 3? When you stay celibate, what helps, what does it help for the divine counterpart? What does it help for the divine masculine? Okay, card fell out. Wow, throat chakra. We had this coming out in one of the piles as well. I think it was pile 1. Yeah, pile 1. Throat chakra. Look at this. This is this beautiful little flower here on top, and a king crown here. This is about speaking up, being romantic. Yeah, really expressing their love. That's what I'm feeling. It says you miss someone. So this is about being romantic, saying the things they need to say. I do feel here that this is a divine counterpart, and the more this cloud, you can also see this here as this radiation. The more you send them the cloud, the more it radiates, the more they feel like they're walking on this cloud 9, on this big loving cloud, and they're like speaking up. You know, this is a divine counterpart that would tell you how much they love you. This is not someone that would hold back, or that would play games, or that would ghost you, or that would you know, they all don't feel that, because this celibacy, this energy exchange is very raw and very rare. Wait a minute, my candle is going crazy. Yeah, see, the energy is almost overflowing. So I want to change that. So let's also read a little bit your card. So it says, it feels like a physical ache, and our hearts can indeed be broken, because we humans have the capacity to connect like no others in the universe. We love, and we love so deeply that that love can continue even when the form we loved is no longer with us. So this also has this feeling of unconditional love. Yeah, this tells me that if you keep the energy channel clean, it gives them this feeling of that this love is lasting, that this love is the only love, that kind of this feeling. Yeah. Also this feeling of yearning. It says, if you have received this card, it is time to acknowledge how deeply you have yearned for someone and how much that person has affected you. Yeah. This is like this, the feelings are much deeper, and you want to express that as well. Yeah. It could also highlight the person's creativity, because if I want to express how I feel about a person and I vocalize that, you know, this is about being vocal about this, talking about this, creating art with this. Yeah, this is about this. If you are celibate, you strengthen this connection, you heighten their creativity, you heighten their ability to create, to want to be vocal about this connection as well. Yeah, so let's get more cards. Very gorgeous. Wow. How does your celibacy affect this divine's counterpart? So let's see. This card came out and we have the Tower. Yeah, very sexual. They feel very wanted. Yeah, this is a Tower card, and also brave. You know, when I look at this card, this almost has this I don't know, this looks like exploration, going to another planet. I don't even know what this is. This looks like some kind of distorted different planet, not even here on Earth. So you could heighten their ability to explore different things, to explore also different parts of what they're capable of in their life. So it's kind of like they discover new creative gifts. They discover new things that they want to do. It's like with the tower, it's like suddenly out of nowhere opportunities come into this person's life and they're gonna take it. Yeah, they're ready to explore. Also, this is like a fear that is being slashed down. It's almost like as if you make this person fearless, because they're like the romance knight and they don't have no fear about anything anymore, because they're saying, well, you know, I can create anything what I like. I want to express myself. I want to express this love. It could also be with the tower, a very sexual being drawn to you, and like other people not really making sense anymore in this person's life. It's like they're not really sexually drawn to others anymore. They're sexually drawn, if they know you, they know where it comes from. So they're very sexually drawn to you. And if they don't know you, you know, sometimes, you know, if you have a famous divine counterpart, for example, you know them, but they don't know you. So it could be that they're, you know, they're becoming uninterested in people in their surroundings and they don't even know why. It's like all of a sudden, you know, people they dated, or maybe they dated a special type and they don't like that anymore, and they begin more to be more interested in your type. Or maybe they were always like, oh my gosh, I only like women that have a special body proportion. And suddenly, you know, this changes and they suddenly find women interesting that have the same proportions as you. So it kind of like how you look like, you know, with the tower, how your statue is, how your posture is. This is what they like. They begin to like that more. And maybe they weren't even into this. So it's kind of like the more you're celibate, the more the energies flow. Because what are you doing with the celibacy? You're letting the energies flow freely. So this person begins more to feel free to express their needs, their wants. They speak freely about who they love. They speak freely about their feelings. You make them more aware of their sexuality. They want to express themselves more. They feel very sexual. They could be drawn to your type all of a sudden, whereas before they were maybe dating people that look completely different than you. Things like that. Yeah. And then this card came out, the High Priestess. Yeah. They're very drawn to the mysteries. The High Priestess, and also to the secrets. They like mystery, secrets. This person could turn more inwards, is what I'm seeing here. If this person was an extrovert, it's because of this clean channel. They become more aware of their inner gifts. They become more aware of who, you know, the High Priestess knows exactly who she is inside. She is not looking for validation outside of this connection. She's looking for validation in her own self. So they become more like a high priest, more like even wanting to mirror that. Maybe they're also becoming celibate, you know. This is telling me that they're liking this, that they're maybe even from spirit, they're saying, okay, spirit, you know, I want to express myself openly to the divine feminine because I feel all this lovey-dovey-do energy, but I also, you know, I also want to like be celibate. Maybe they're mirroring even this with the High Priestess. Yeah, and they also become very peaceful. If this person was someone that was like, someone that never really settled, or they could not be in one space at a time, they always had to move and they wanted to travel a lot, this person becomes very secure in themselves. You know, they know what they have. It's like they become more this standing stone. Like people can rely on this person, and it's almost as if this beautiful, youthful here love energy that you guys send to each other makes them more confident and stable. So it could be, if this is a person that, you know, before they, you know, people said this was like a a lover boy, or how do you call them, like an F-boy, you know, having women every month or so, then they completely change. The High Priestess is this complete drawing from the energies from within. Also, their creativity comes from their inner self, from within. And also, this is this retreat of mirroring your energy, and so you can feel that as well. I think this is a very reciprocated energy here. It's like you, Divine Feminine, you feel very loved by that masculine, because they kind of put a mirror on, and so you kind of like, you feel that as well. Yeah, let's see, what is the most important thing here for my pile 3? What is the most important thing? And oh wow, a marriage of souls is a union of two divine counterparts blending together. Oh wow, this is gorgeous. So your celibacy is making their vows stronger. They can feel the soul journey stronger. They can have this feeling of, I want to settle down. It could also be that all of a sudden, you know, this person who was usually someone that was running around and dating all different people at the same time, they suddenly become interested in settling down. They suddenly, you know, it's like their whole ideas about commitment changes, because they feel this committed love. They feel this committed love with the Divine Feminine, and they're putting like a mirror on. So it's kind of like you walk hand in hand with that person. Isn't that beautiful? That's so gorgeous. And that's why I have all this, you know, like this potion here with all the flowers and all happiness. It's like they really feel this energy being with you. It's like as if you're walking hand in hand, and the more you don't mingle with other people, they can feel you. It's almost as if you're like right by each other's side, as I said before. Isn't that cute? Wow. Oh, beautiful. So that's all what I'm having, pile 3. I hope you really like this reading. I hope many of you sign up to the channel if you're new here. And I see you again. Take care. Bye. Hello, my pile 4. Welcome to your reading. So you have this beautiful potion where it completely resonates with the picture. Like, that was crazy. When I saw this, I'm like, yeah, I gotta have this Love is Strange card. This looks so cute. It looks almost as if they were put together by the universe and they're like, what's going on? I have no idea. Why are we like here? This is so cute. This is like, if you're celibate and if you, you know, if you keep your energies clean, it's like there's a more understanding here of different things, because I do think that you and your twin flame, you're completely different. You could come from different countries. You could, I don't know, but there's so much different here. But you see how there's a little like heart, a little heart charm, and then she has the heart charm as well as a necklace. You see this with a snake, almost like snake is healing. So your energies, if you keep the energies clean with your twin flame, no matter how different you are, you feel one. Yeah, I feel this Love is Strange. I also feel that you guys radiated this to the outside world. So you make a lot of people aware of the two of you. I do think here we have a couple. The more you stay celibate and you only bathe in the energies of your twin flame, the more you kind of feel connected. You know what I mean? It could be even like if you guys are, let's say, coming from different cultures, it's like the more and more you connect the two energies and you keep the channel clean by not messing with other people, by not kissing others, by not dating, the more I feel Spirit will show you on how to be more connected, because it also says Love is Strange. So it could be that you're learning languages of each other's cultures. It could be that you're really drawn to each other's cultures. It could be that you're really interested in things that usually were very, you know, you didn't want to learn or you didn't want to explore. You could travel more. You could be more interested in things outside. I do think that the more here, what I'm channeling is, the more you guys keep the energy clean by staying celibate, the more you guys are drawn to each other. So you're kind of looking for ways to come together. And even if you guys wouldn't know each other, even if you had no idea who your twin flame is, you would travel the world, and you, like, spirit would bring you guys together. It's kind of this yearning to be together, this yearning to find each other, to let's go, let's find each other, let's see where you are, let's see where I am, you know, like this is like this, and you're completely different from each other. So let's read a little bit in this divination message. It also says you have an enormous amount of cosmic help at the moment, and it's all focusing on the era of your love life. You will soon receive very good news regarding this relationship. So it's like really spirit wants to bring you together. I feel here, this is very beautiful, because this is telling me the more you stay celibate, the more spirit brings you together, the more spirit kicks out, you know, if your divine masculine has a third party, like spirit kicks them out. They're like, no, you belong to your twin flame, you know. This is like the more you work on yourself and the more you say, well, this is my divine masculine, this is who I'm loving, this is who I want to be with, and you guys would match, even if you would look different. Yeah, spirit would help you to come together. Here there's a lot of cosmic help. So the more you keep the energy clean, the more angels come and help, the more the spirit is also speaking with this here. You know, this is what I'm seeing, this love, you know. Love is strange, but the angels are there. I'm kind of getting this in. Like the more you are celibate and you show spirit that you are loving your divine counterpart, the more they're willing to do something for your union. Yeah, it says, so it's very likely you will attract, encounter, or simply bump into your person. Isn't it crazy? So this is like spirit is helping this to manifest into reality much more than if you would date, or, you know, could be that your twin flame is also celibate, but it doesn't really have to be. It's your energy alone, because we see her, the only human is her on the picture. So it would mean that, you know, it's only your energy is needed. If you stay celibate and you only, let's say you only love your twin flame, it's kind of like spirit really wants to help to bring you together. So let's see, what is the most important energy here that your divine masculine can feel, or, you know, when you are celibate? Divine feminine pile 4. Divine feminine pile 4. What is the most important thing? Okay, we have a lot of trees coming out, and there's this bluish energy. Oh my gosh, it's like the same. Is that the same potion almost? That's crazy. Awareness, yeah. They notice you. This is, I feel, very helpful if you have a divine counterpart that is famous. And that's what I'm saying, like, since a long time, that when you have a famous divine counterpart, the celibacy helps you so much, because spirit sees you only want that person and no one else. And it's very strange. I don't know how that functions, but it's very strange. The more you are, like, you know, this is like your body is his, even if your person is only there in spirit, even if they don't even feel you, or they would not even know who you are, spirit knows who you're connected to, right? Spirit knows what your tree is. So spirit will make your twin flame aware of you, or others in their surroundings, as I said before. It could be here with this card. Look how beautiful this is. Like, mirroring this. This is crazy. It's mirroring the card, and this is mirroring the awareness card. So I definitely do think that spirit here is really seeing your intention and really wanting to make others aware of your journey. It's almost like as if spirit is, if they see that you and your twin flame are, you know, despite the differences, despite the maybe living in different cultures, despite the language barrier. Spirit here is bringing awareness to the two of you. Spirit is here supporting this twin flame journey. This is really beautiful. And also for the divine masculine, they're really becoming aware of this journey really early as well, like almost in pile 1, where you know, you see everything with the awareness. This is like a great gateway. The awareness is like, it could be that they become aware of different things, you know, in their professional life, that they see more possibilities, that more opportunities come into their life, that, you know, they manifest more opportunities that bring you guys together. So if you would live far away, they would manifest like, you know, business trips or things where they are more aware of the traveling and the language, and you know, spirit would help manifest these things for them a lot faster. Okay, next. 9 of Wands. Yeah, this is also helping, you know, you see how the fire, this is also helping their fire to keep alive. With the 9 of Wands, this energy of burned out. So this divine counterpart is never burned out. They have unlimited potential. It's almost as if people don't know where they take their energy. It's like by being celibate, by being a channel with your divine counterpart, it's like you can basically catch their energy and send it back to them. Because this is what I see here with this. This is like you catching their energy, and you're being so strong. You're being such a strong, powerful woman, and they see that. And then sending all this energy back to them so they can have more potential. They can be more aware of their surrounding. They can have more awareness potential in their life about their, you know, about the journey, about their progress, about everything what brings you together in this journey, right? And then we have the 3 of Cups. Alice in Wonderland. This is the wonder, being aware of the wonders. Yeah, this is what I also feel. The more you are celibate, the more they feel your energy, and the more you send this energy back. It's kind of this person you unlock. This this lock of, I didn't even know such things exist. They become aware of miracles. They become aware of, you know, strange things happening in their surrounding, miracles, angels, you know, they see. It's kind of like they say, oh my gosh, because of that love, I'm seeing things now, you know, that before I thought were like not possible. It's kind of like they're seeing how much spirit is actually present in their life, and this can here be a heightening of a religion, a heightening of being spiritual. It's like kind of like because of you, because you are celibate and you keep the energies clean, and you channel, you have this wonderful awareness of each other, you know. And I also feel that this person, they know that they are on a very special journey. Even if they wouldn't know that it's a twin flame journey, they would know that it's a very special journey. And they would know that they are someone special. I feel also this, you know, love is strange, and they will notice how they feel special themselves, you know. They will see how much the angels are involved in their daily life. They will be much more aware of otherworldly things, you know. So you basically broaden also their mind. This is very, really beautiful. Pile 4, wow. Such a beautiful reading. I don't want to talk too much because I talked in the other piles a lot, and here it's very clear. It's like by sharing the energy, it's almost as if you broaden this person's perspective. You make them aware for so many more things. Maybe this person was like your divine counterpart, your divine masculine. Maybe they only saw certain things in life, you know. Maybe they were not aware how crazy life can be. And like with you, it's like a complete different life, a complete different thing. And also what I feel here, because we also have love is strange, what I do feel here is that your person could believe in love again. They could be made aware that a love, maybe they were always looking for a love like that. Maybe they always were looking for someone who is loyal to them and it's not messing around, even if you don't see each other, because it's very special if you're celibate and you don't even see each other, right? If you're celibate and you don't even date your divine counterpart. If you're celibate and they're on the other side of the world, maybe not even knowing you, yeah? And this is like you transform basically their belief system about love. You make them aware that love is strange, but it does exist. And this card just came out while I was shuffling. It says love conquers all. This is the most important thing here. This person learns about love through you being celibate. They love, or they learn about how crazy love can be. Also that, you know, you cannot really strategize. This could be like an extrovert or a person that usually strategized in love, or they were not really into this story of, yeah, love is unconditional, love is just happening. They were maybe used in different, or they know it differently. And it's kind of you making the energy flow, like they feel you and they believe in love again. It's very gorgeous. Wow. Yeah, I mean, there's not much here to say, Pi 4. There's so much what I already said, and it's beautiful how it's resonating in all these different colors. It's so gorgeous. So that's all what I'm having, my Pi 4. I hope you like this reading. Please sign up for the channel if you haven't yet. And yeah, that's all what I'm having. Take care. Bye.